Sunset says she's got a cunning plan. She's legit trying to get her dad sloshed. When Sunset gives her dad his second drink, she asks him how many kids he really has. Hey guys, today I'm gonna be reacting to Little Darlings by Jacqueline. I really hope y'all ain't getting sick of this. Recently I have been a little worried about how long it's taking me to get through these books, but like I say, I don't just read, I analyze. Anyway, if you're new around here, listen up, because I've got a little secret to tell you. I'm not just any reactor. I am Charlotte the Starlet, and I'm a writer. So I don't just react, I review. And the way I do it is simple. If I like something, I add a point, starting from last video's total. And if I don't, I take one off. Now, this is my own little darling, Seth. He loves books as well. This is gonna be his bedtime story. So he's just gonna chill here with me. And also, guys, I've got some exciting news. We have got a brand new Starlet. Here she is. Oh my days. I think I'm gonna call her Angel. Oh my god, I just love her. She can go just here, I think. Anyway, let's get started. Hold on, wait, one more thing. I'm sorry if I seem a little less lively in this video and a little bit tired. I am. I just came out of hospital, no joke. Because I had a sickle cell crisis. Like, I still have the tag and everything. But you guys wouldn't have known unless you follow me on Snapchat. You gotta keep up that grind, you know? It's gonna take more than that to keep me from uploading. Anyway, now we're getting started. Apparently, there are 2 rival gangs on Destiny's estate. Destiny's teacher, Mr. Roberts, wants to make the end of your entertainment a talent show called Biofields Got Talent. So, chapter 6, from Sunset's point of view. Ooh, and it starts off juicy, y'all. Sunset's mum is still fuming about Destiny and her mum sneaking into her house. And you can't really blame her, you know? I really don't get fans who do that, especially in real life. But that ain't even the juicy part. Sunset says that her mum is so angry that it's almost like she's got something to hide. Ooh, does she? She told Sunset not to mention it to her dad, but Sunset fully intends to. Because after Destiny and her mum got thrown out, Sunset's mum slapped her for letting them in. Oh my days, if I had £1 for every time a parent slapped a kid in a Jacqueline Wilson book, I would be filthy rich. Wow. So if you guys have been keeping up with this series, you'd know that it's no secret that Sunset is very insecure. And it's just so sad to see the extent of it. Oh my days, what? Sunset says she's got a cunning plan, which Destiny inspired. What the heck could she be talking about? Oh my days. She did not. I honestly cannot believe what she's doing. Y'all are gonna be shook. So Sunset sneaks over into her parents' drinks cabinet and pours her dad a giant, an absolutely massive glass of whiskey with hardly any soda. She's legit trying to get her dad sloshed. Damn, she's going all out. Now she's straight up lying to him. So what she does is she takes that drink out to her dad, who's just chilling by the pool reading a tabloid about the premiere. But it's all about Milky Star, not him. So he asks Sunset what she thinks of Milky Star, and she says she doesn't care for them when she's out here having a full-on crush on one of the boys. And the reason she did that was because she knows for a fact that that's the way to keep him in a good mood. Wait, so what happens after he's drunk and in a good mood? What's she gonna do? Oh my gosh, she is practically giving a tutorial on how to low-key manipulate your rockstar dad. In 5 easy steps. All you do is have a drink in your hand ready for him and agree to everything he says by just repeating back what he says to you. Damn, and that's not even it. Now she's straight up kissing his ass. Whoa, what? This just took a turn, guys. Because in the middle of all this ass kissing, she mentions Danny Jr. and Topaz, who are apparently the kids from Danny's first relationship. Wait, so are you telling me this guy has an actual track record of being a deadbeat dad and abandoning his kids? Actual scum. Why is she saying this though? Oh, is she trying to get him to tell her about Destiny? Oh my days. How old are these other kids though? Because it says that Danny Jr. drinks a lot and Topaz might have an eating disorder. Apparently she hardly eats anything at all. What? Okay, so Sunset goes back inside to get her dad another drink, but she runs into her mum. And interestingly, it says that her mum looks as guilty as she does. What was she doing? Oh, it turns out Sunset walked in on her checking Danny's secret phone. Oh my days, the trust issues are breeding. Oh, but this moment only lasts fleetingly, because then Sunset's mum just feeds her insecurities even more and starts berating her for the waitress outfit she put on for her dad. Kind of like what my mum's been doing with me recently. She tells Sunset that her tummy looks awful in it and she's got less style than an 8 at a zoo. No wonder Sunset's insecure. And then she ain't done. Then she tells Sunset that she doesn't get why she keeps playing all these silly games and keeps playing with her dollhouse where she's got all this nice stuff like a flat screen TV and an Apple Mac. Wow. She just said to Sunset she thinks she's simple in the head. Is she serious? Okay, but then she lets Sunset go and serve her dad again. Ooh, right. So, the big question. When Sunset gives her dad his second drink, she asks him how many kids he really has. Yo, these are some Jeremy Kyle type of questions. Or Jerry Springer for Americans. Wow. He says 3. Sunset, Sweetie, and Ace. But then Sunset's like, no really. And so he's like, okay, 5. Counting Danny Jr. and Topaz as well. Oh, and then she asks the real one. Sunset's like, are you sure there isn't one more? Risky. Yo, she just revealed what happened with Destiny. Sunset says to her dad that she met this girl who said that she was named after his song Destiny and said that he's her dad. And you know what Danny's excuse is? He says it's because loads of kids have crushes on him and they all just wish they had him for a dad. What an ego. Ooh, but Sunset keeps pressing. Yo, I'm low-key proud of her for doing this. She says that Destiny wasn't pretending, and neither was her mum. Then she starts going on about how similar Destiny and her mum look. And from there, she goes on to how similar they look too. Like, she and Destiny both have Danny's long dark hair and weird teeth. Oh, snap. She took it too far. Her dad insists that this is just some dumb little story she's made up, but Sunset insists that it's not. And so she ends up getting yelled at. Because apparently her dad is one of those drunks. You know, the type that's always in soap operas. The type who literally become a raging alcoholic and just have a temper that goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Her dad tells her to run off and play. And that's not a suggestion. That was an order. So Sunset obeys. But she didn't really get anywhere. No, she did. But she didn't get far enough, you know? She didn't get the answer she was really looking for. And now she's just kind of depressed. After she talks to her dad, the whole family goes over to a neighbor's house that's new on the estate. This new neighbor is a famous tennis player, and he has a little 7-year-old daughter who wants to play tennis with Sunset, even though Sunset really doesn't want to. But her mum makes her. And just like many other Jacqueline Wilson protagonists, Sunset is rubbish at sports. All sports. And what makes it worse is that there is such a huge disparity between how Sunset plays and how this little girl plays. Like, this girl is all little and dainty and sprightly, and she's darting around the court everywhere. Meanwhile, Sunset, she can barely hit the ball over the net. Oh, and then to make it worse, she falls over, scrapes her knee, and almost starts crying in front of everyone. Then after that, the parents play. Honestly, Danny hardly tries. But Sunset's mum, Susie, she's actually kind of good. Oh, hell no. Oh my days, yikes. Ew, this is awful. Do you know what this tennis player has the nerve to do with Sunset's mum? As they play, this guy starts giving her hints and tips. And it doesn't take long for those tips to turn into a kind of follow my lead sort of thing. And he puts his arms around her waist and guides her arms with his hands, obviously trying to cop a feel. But you know what makes this so cringy? The fact that Danny is literally sitting right across from them, watching this happen. Oh, and his face says it all. Woo! Woo! Damn. When they get home, Danny just loses it at Susie for letting him flirt with her like that. Oh, but this guy always loves it when it's him on the receiving end of stuff like this. And he's always like, oh, but I'm famous, so it doesn't count. And Susie just has to sit there and take it. Like, oh my days, I rarely feel bad for Susie, but this time I genuinely do. Because this reminds me of one of my exes. I'm sorry, but I just need to vent real quick. I can't lie. I was left broken. Because not only was he insanely jealous, he was also very toxic and straight up abusive. He broke up with me because of my sickle cell, because of this disease that I did not choose to have. That's like breaking up with me because I'm black, you know? And then there was the fact that he was schizophrenic as well. And he tried to use that to justify a lot of his behavior. That doesn't justify a thing. That doesn't justify stuff like bringing my family into fights and saying stuff like, see, this is why your dad hit you. But whenever I tried to serve him what he served me, he went and put my number out on the internet, encouraging perverts to ring me. Anyway, when Danny starts mouthing off at Susie, she just laughs and tells him that he's being silly. But Danny only gets angrier, which makes Susie's sister snap and confront him about his secret texting. Oh no! As the argument gets more and more heated, Claudia, the babysitter, she comes and takes the kids up to bed. But while she's in bed, Sunset overhears the fight end with Danny slamming the door and driving off in the car, and Susie just crying. Oh no, Sunset. God, she's blaming herself for the fight now. I mean, it kind of is her fault. It kind of is because of her and her cunning plan that the fight happened. But at the same time, if she hadn't have done that, this whole thing about Destiny would probably come up in some other way. And you can't blame Sunset for wanting to know if Destiny's telling the truth. And it wasn't fair for Danny to lie to her like that. Because now, she genuinely wishes she hadn't said anything. Anyway guys, that is where I'm going to leave it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give that like button a little kiss. And subscribe to become a Starlet. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. And also, if you have read something that's just left you shook beyond repair, let me know in the comments. Alright, I'll see y'all later. Bye.